Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bogi and this is the tips and tricks from Bogi. In today's video, I'm going to show you the second part of how to warm up like a pro. These exercises are more advanced than in my previous video, but it will surely get your left hand ready for action. Stay until the end to see my bonus tip where I'll show you how to be able to play really fast. So let's start! The first three exercises are created by Tibor Varga. He was a Hungarian violinist and an educator who spent much of his teaching career in Switzerland. I learned these exercises from one of my former teachers in Hungary, Judith Szászné-Réger. He made these exercises with focus on developing the lifting and the falling motion, therefore it's a great way to warm up the senses of our left hand. First one is called Little Step, Big Step. So here we practice the distance of the semitone and whole tone. You can practice it in several ways, one note to a bow, or you can pair them into 2 or 4. You can also play it faster. I like to play this before any scales, as it warms up not just my fingers but my ears too, so it's good for the intonation. The second exercise is called Tumble. I love this one! I do it every single day, even if I'm short on time. For me, this is very relaxing. I also do this one before recitals, because it calms me down. Basically, you open up your hand almost like a wave. With every complete tumble, you gradually widen the distance of the fingers, starting with the pinky. The third one is the distance mapping. This exercise is perfect for intonation because we practice the distance of the thirds. I like to practice each one on different string. So, there are 4 types. The first one is with 2 major thirds. The second is 2 minor thirds. The third one is 1 major and 1 minor third. And the last one is the opposite, minor and major thirds. Before we go on to the last 2 exercises, it would be so great if you could subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you! Okay, so my last 2 exercises are by Donis. I love these exercises, they are so good for you for so many reasons. But what I love them for the most is that it gives you a huge support on separating each finger's action and controlling every motion. They are especially good if you want to learn those great but difficult pieces like Last Rose of Summer by Ernst or God Save the King by Paganini. The first one is from his book, The Violin Player's Daily Dozen. Usually this is the first thing I do every morning, because it gives me a good stretch and awakens my fingers immediately. The second one is from the fundamental exercises. Here every finger is doing something. So this is one of the examples from the book. So the first 2 fingers have the vertical lifting and falling movement. The third finger has the horizontal sliding movement. And the fourth finger is doing a pizzicato. I know it sounds crazy, but once you learn how to practice it, it will become manageable. And when you are able to play it, you will be so happy. I usually divide it into small sections, so I'm only doing 2 movements at once. For example, I would practice the first and second finger with the third finger at the same time. Then the first 2 fingers with the fourth finger. And at last the third finger and the fourth finger. Only when I feel ready, I would put all these movements together and enjoy the fact that I can play it. As promised, here is my bonus tip. It might not be the biggest surprise to you, but it's the first exercise by Shradik. You may already be doing this, but the challenge is to be able to play faster than crochet equals 160. This all comes down to how you are practicing it. First, you can change the rhythm. So you can do dotted first. Then, you do different groupings. First 2 notes are quicker, and then the second and the third, and so on. Second, you can increase the amount of notes per bow as you get faster. You might start with 2 notes to a bow when it's at a slow tempo, but then you can gradually build it up to a bar to a bow. Patience is key with this one, but in no time you will be able to play this at least crochet equals 160. You will find that every piece that you work on after this will feel much easier. So, this is it for today. Good luck with your practice and see you in my next video.